YouTube, Sequence Tomy here with another Pokemon review, this time of the Pokemon Model Kit, brought to you by Tomy. Quick look at the packaging for this. Here's an example of Charizard's packaging. Pokemon Model Kit 4+ includes 10 pieces, assemble, watch, etc. And then on the back here it just shows the assortment right now of Charizard and Genesect, and then everything that it does. And a bunch of the Wave 2 figures. I didn't even know Excavalier and Excelgor existed as a pack, but pretty cool. Haven't really saw these at stores yet. The only thing I've seen are the clip and carry Pokeballs, and I didn't pick them up. So, still looking around. So these are actually a Japanese line, just like everything else Tomy is producing here in America. It is strictly import from Japan. This is a line called PlaMon Neo, and this is a takeoff of the original PlaMon line in Japan, which was basically a mechanized model kit, but it's a lot simpler in my opinion, and give or take, worse or better, it depends on your personal opinion. But yeah, these are actually from Japan. They retail for $16.99 at Toys R Us, only place I've seen them so far here in the States. However, it's not really worth the $16.99. However, that's a good price when you compare it to the Japanese, where it's about 2,300 yen a piece, which is about $25. So you're actually getting a pretty good deal by buying these domestically. However, I still don't really think they're worth the $16.99. But we'll take a look at Charizard first. Pose-wise, Charizard kind of looks like he's really constipated. Someone hit him in the back of the head, or he's choking. So really, I hate this entire look of Charizard, and Charizard's one of my favorite Pokemon. I just really hate this look. It just doesn't really fit. I get that he's trying to, like, breathe fire, but it doesn't look like that at all. Now, all these guys do have, mechanized stuff. They do have little arm articulation. The leg doesn't articulate because that's where the motor is. Rotation at the head there. And that's really about all for Charizard. Basically, it has wheels in the feet, and then you attach a wheel onto its butt, which is actually more the tail for Charizard. I guess for Genesect too, but it's more of his abdomen. But anywho. And these roll around. They do take one AAA battery. So, if that's a big deal for you, there you go. So if you switch this on, you get the idea. So basically, both of these take some steps, and then they do their action feature. Charizard's is flapping his wings, which actually kind of makes him go forward a little bit more. But yeah, that's basically the gist of it. Genesect, I think, is a little bit better of a figure. Genesect has the not ability, but the benefit of looking neat while standing there. While Charizard's pose is derpy, Genesect's is very typical. It's not cool, but it's not in some weird kind of death pose. And Genesect is a kind of a cool looking Pokemon in my opinion anyway, mostly because he's got a giant laser on his back, and that's neat. This little disc, which I completely forgot what it was called in the game, but the disc here does pop right off, and that is actually where the battery pack is. This entire front part pops up, you put the battery in, and then you can put the disc back in. Boost disc or something like that. Anywho, yeah, so you attach this piece onto his abdomen, and then of course he rolls. His arms are rotatable, and just like Charizard, he does have head movement. However, his is on a ball joint, so he has a lot more head movement than Charizard does. So you can get some kind of neat little poses. Granted, he's always going to be standing there, but he's got a little bit more benefit than Charizard does. If you can ignore this copyright information on here, then you're good to go. So here's Genesect's brilliant ability. I just need to find his switch. It's up here. Yep. So basically he fires his laser, which is kind of typical, I guess, but weird since you don't get any laser sounds. It just kind of looks like his back is vibrating. So that's where we stand. Like I said, these are $16.99 at Toys R Us. So if they do pop up anywhere else, I'm going to venture to say they're probably going to be $14.99, just because I think Toys R Us Pokemon toys are about $1 to $2 more than Target's was. However, after the reset, I haven't seen Pokemon toys at Target, so I think Toys R Us might actually be the only place still carrying Pokemon toys. But that being said, it's not really worth the $16.99. $14.99 is a little bit better of a price by the $2, but it's really a matter of opinion. Charizard, despite my love for Charizard, I do not think is worth it at all. Genesect is actually worth taking a look at, just because it does look nice standing there, and is probably one of the better representations of Genesect that we have out right now, particularly in the States. And its cannon firing is decent enough, and it does kind of roll around. But, yeah, definitely not worth the $16.99 for Charizard, but kind of worth taking a look at for Genesect. It's really up to you. But like I said, these are a Japanese line. The line is extending into the red Genesect, shiny Genesect, and Mewtwo for the next wave. And then in Japan, they've announced Blastoise and Venusaur. So whether we're going to get those, I have no idea. But if the Tomy line does fail here, I will consider importing the other ones from Japan just to keep continuing onto this line. So we'll see where we're at. But yeah, as it stands, only really worth the pickup if these interest you. Because they're not really model kits at all. They come in, like the box says 10 pieces, and you just snap the leg on, snap the leg, snap on arm, snap in his little shoulders, pop on the head, and pop in this wheel, and that was it. That was the extent of the model kit. So, I can't really get behind the term model kit for these, but they're still alright. But definitely not a full function model kit. So, thanks for watching. Take care and have a great one.